I built this out, and we have a mutual friend who came and said, Justin, I've seen this. I don't think you understand what you built. And I'm like, I think it's cool. What do you think? He's like, oh, this is big. This is a tech play. This isn't a real estate play. If you're open to it, I'd like to throw this at a couple people who've had some really large 9-figure exits out of the Bay Area and just take their eyes and see what they think about it. I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Now you're in the founding level of a tech company in the real estate investing space. Maybe tell me why and what.
Great question. So I built something for my own real estate business. So I focus on lead generating and then profitability, because who cares about anything else at the end of the day? What is my bottom line margin? And so I realized I was spending so much money on marketing, I wasn't being efficient with the conversions and profitability of the company. So I said, all right, well, instead of, and I've been around a long time, 17 years, I've done the escalation of operations, big office, big team, boom, boom, boom. Profitability is shit because you have bloated costs, right? So running this back on this round, when I was looking at efficiencies, I said, why don't I start to build out, especially with the AI here, why don't I build out some tech efficiencies for the lead generating, lead capturing, lead nurturing, and then contracting, right? So I built out this platform for my own business because we spend so much money. So I wanted profit acceleration, okay, which is really what we consider Rocket Lead, is like a profit accelerator, right? And so I built this out, and we have a mutual friend who came and said, Justin, I've seen this. I don't think you understand what you built. And I'm like, I think it's cool. What do you think? He's like, oh, this is big. This is a tech play. This isn't a real estate play. If you're open to it, I'd like to throw this at a couple people who've had some really large 9-figure exits out of the Bay Area and just take their eyes and see what they think about it. I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like,
you have me at 9.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, because I don't know what I have. I built it for my own business. He comes back to me and says, all right, we need to actually meet. Come fly to DC. We have a really big conversation to have, and this could be something way beyond what you would ever think. So he took it to his small group of people that he's been investors with certain tech plays and whatever. They came back and said, this has more than just legs. You have a TAM, for those that don't understand, total addressable market, way larger than real estate. You are going to go into every home service, from roofing to HVAC to flooring to siding to you name it, solar. You could take it wider than that. But based around what we built, which is really a lead gen profitability center, so we can bring in as many leads, so we can capture an extra 25% of leads at no more marketing spend. So if I spend 10 grand a month, I'll get 25% more leads. Well, that brings my cost of lead down, cost of deal down, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're a roofing company and you're trying to find leads, you would need this type of service also. That's what everyone got excited about. They said this goes to realtors, it goes to investors, but then it goes everywhere. So we are in the middle of a friends and family round. We hired a massively talented, extremely experienced CEO who's had 3 9-figure exits already. He said, this is my last go around. This is it. This is my ride out. This is my stamp on the Silicon Valley to say, I did it 4 times and I'm out. We brought in a CFO that has had 24 multi-million-dollar exits. And so this is a real deal. And you heard some conversation already today, like, I had a call today I'm in the conversation for 10 minutes and I give it to my CEO because it is not my strong suit. But I know that. I know my strong suit is calling Tim and say, hey, we're in a friends and family round. Would you be interested in having a further conversation? He says, sure, dude, I love you. I trust you. I'm interested in seeing what's up. Well, now I'm talking to Tim's partner, right? So that's my strong suit. And I leverage that.
Vision, and we stop there.
That's it. And then I just say, hey, let me surround myself with some really heavy horses. And if I do that, and I've done it my whole career, that is a lot of the reason for my success, is I can go create the vision, the mission, I can get the engine started, but then I need the heavy horse, the thoroughbred, to come in and then just keep this thing running.
When you're bringing in these high-level C-suite people, are you paying them salary, or are you just giving them straight equity?
In this specific example, salary plus.
Okay.
Right, so he has a board seat. he has salary, and then he has an upside if we get this to where we need it to go.
Well, look, I mean, that's the same thing that I did with Ternus, and it's one of the reasons that we're going to, lose so much money this year. It's part of the plan.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Tax
the
write-offs.
vision is mine. No, not tax write-offs, it's more investment.
Yeah.
The vision is mine. And I know better than I would argue anyone exactly what the customer needs from a lender, because I've done it wrong so many times. And I've been the Wall Street backed lender guy, and I know what our customers think about that. But I'm not a mortgage guy. I mean, I've done a lot of loans and I understand them in and out, sideways and forwards, but I'm not a mortgage guy. So like my VP of sales, 25 years plus in the mortgage industry. He's managed sales teams of over 70 people, including like AVPs and producing salesmen, all that. My VP of ops, she's closed upwards of 1,000 loans a month in the mortgage industry by running all the operations division. My controller, 25 years, Lacey has 25 years too. My controller, 25 years in accounting, finance, mortgage related, family office, private equity, etc. And then my EVP, Robert, he's the only one that's been in the single family investment industry for the last 10 years as an executive. And he's got 40 years of strategy and marketing. So when I sat at the offsite, the leadership strategy meeting, it wasn't about me and the vision. I got the first 10 minutes. The next day and a half was me leaning heavily on them to force them to tell me what they need to be successful. And then now my job, just like you're on these calls, is to go get them what they need. Go get them the financing, go get them the plan, go get them the capital, make sure that everything's tied together. And the moderator or the facilitator said one thing that was very important. Consensus is not required after we leave this room. Only compliance. But in this room, consensus is required. Because if we are a leadership team and we're going to leave here and say we're going to do 1,700 loans next year, nobody gets to say in March, well, I never agreed to that, right? Like the plan has to have consensus. Now, after that, the day-to-day, the decisions that are made, if Lacey makes a decision and I back it, everyone else doesn't have to agree with her decision. But they do have to comply, because we've brought her on to get us to the point. We all trust her. She's the right person to make that decision. You're not. But when it comes to managing the sales team, she may not have to have consensus. That's Brian's job. And if I agree with him and there's a majority opinion, we go that direction. So I think it's bringing people on that have gotten someone else there before or gotten themselves there or demonstrated the ability to do it, and then get the hell out of their way.